Why is this guy so obsessed with this, persona? I don't understand a word he is saying.
You ignorant fool. You do not know what any of this is?
Nope, not one bit.
So, you want to know about the Persona series, eh? Well, I'm here to tell you about the gameplay, story, and history of this series. So, let's start at the beginning, shall we? Everything begins with a book, published March 31st, 1986 in Japan. A small video game developer called Atlus saw the popularity of the novel and adapted it into a video game that was published by Namco for the Famicom system. In the game, a young boy develops a computer program that merges the realm of demons with the human world. Now controlling a horde of demons, he sets out to punish his bullies for everything they've done to him. But things get out of hand when the demon gods Loki, Set, and Lucifer unleash demons on the rest of the world. To stop them, a duo enter the demon realm in an attempt to kill the three gods. This is the basic story, but what is the gameplay like? The player wanders around in a first-person setting where randomly they encounter demons. This causes a battle to begin. Battles are turn-based, and whoever has the highest agility will go first in the battle. Because every turn is determined by their agility stats. During a battle, you can try to convince your opponent to join your team. Your team can carry up to 5 characters, 2 humans and 3 demons. Use right attacks to defeat your enemy and win. So you may be wondering, why does any of this matter? Because this one game set the foundation for the entire Persona series. You see, years later, there were multiple Megami Tensei games, and Atlus was successful in Japan. But they wanted to branch out, they wanted more money. So, they created a game that was going to be released internationally. Its name? Revelations Persona. The first Persona game. After a group of 9 students are granted the power of Persona by the god Filemon, they have to stop the CEO of the company Sebek from attaining godhood and dooming the world. Now that you know the basic story, let's move on to the gameplay. Like in SMT, the player navigates dungeons, along with a party of 4 Persona users. Just like in its original series, there are random encounters which lead to battles, and once again, it's turn-based and turn order is once again triggered by agility. But the combat system is different. All attacks besides magic have a certain range that they can hit. Sometimes certain attacks can hit more than one enemy, but sometimes they can't. Meanwhile, magic can hit all enemies nearby. Or, basically, to be able to get closer to an enemy, you have to move them. Move your player, I mean. This way, it's like a Fire Emblem game. You can use stuff like swords and guns and, again, magic, like I just said. Now, how do you obtain a persona in this game, besides the one you get at the start? Well, it's simple. Like in SMT, you can talk to demons. But instead of them joining you, they can give spell cards, and after getting them, you go to, well, the Velvet Room. A strange place managed by a strange man. He is Igor, but even though it is his room, he works alongside 2 others named Belladonna and Nameless. That's just his name. They both help him connect with the Sea of Souls. The player must give him 2 spell cards to get a new persona, because he fuses them. Personas, when summoned, take up a space in your persona slot. Each persona costs SP to keep, so it would be wise to only have personas that are necessary. And that was Persona. So, having fun? Good. Anyway, in its first week of release, it was able to sell 201,000 copies. This shows Atlus that this series was going to be successful. So they did what all companies do when they are given success. They capitalize on it. Three years after Revelation's Persona released, Atlus had once again released their next Persona game, Persona 2 Innocent Sin. A group of students from Seven Sisters High School learn about a man who can warp reality named the Joker. No, not that Joker. Not that one either, we're talking about him later. Yeah, this one. Basically, he works for this guy named Nyarlathotep, who wants to destroy the world. It is up to the group to stop him and save it. Gameplay is basically the same as in Persona 1, with some differences. There is now an easier fast travel system. Certain abilities can be fused together to make stronger spells, and instead of attacks having a certain range, all attacks can hit enemies regardless of distance. In fact, movement has been removed in battles. Now for the confusing part. There are actually two Persona 2 games. One we just discussed was Persona 2 Innocent Sin. It had a sequel which released 1 year later. The gameplay is the exact same, so no need to repeat myself, but the story changes with this one. In this game, you play as a reporter who is sent to learn about the events caused by the Joker in the year prior. Little do they know, they'll be opening up some old wounds, and once again, learn that Nyarlathotep plotted to return. So yeah, that was Persona 2, and... 2! So remember all the stuff I just told you about the first two games? Forget about it. Atlus sure seems to, so just join them. Now, let's talk about the three games that have defined the entire series. Let's begin this time with gameplay. This game is where everything turns into half JRPG and half Life Simulator. The player must live out an entire year while choosing up to 2 actions a day. During the day, they can choose to hang out with friends or upgrade their statistics. During the night, however, they can choose to upgrade stats or explore the main dungeon of the game. Let's talk about social links now. To gain a bonus while fusing personas, you will want to get a high social link with the right person. Every social link is registered to one of 12 arcana, same for every enemy and persona. For example, the C's social link is part of the Fool Arcana. Every social link has 10 stages, and once you unlock the final stage, you unlock the ability to summon a new persona. Sadly, however, if you want to level up a social link of anyone part of the opposite gender, the game will force you to enter a romantic relationship with them, for some reason. So if you want to become friends with people, too bad. Now that we've discussed social links, let's move on to battles. They're basically the same as in the past games, no more fusion spells, but who cares? That's basically all that changed, except for one thing. You can now unlock Persona stores throughout the story. Whenever you want to use a skill in combat, that costs SP. It's now invaluable in battle. If you want to use a fire spell, you gotta make sure you can. Running out of SP is easy in these games, so yeah. Now onto the story. The player moves into the city of Iwatodai, where they attend Gekukon High along with their friends. But at 12 AM every night, all people living in the city are transformed into coffins, and creatures called shadows roam about. The school is also transformed into a dark tower called Tartarus. The only ones who aren't transformed during this time are those who have the potential. Now, what is the potential? The ability to summon a persona. Now, how'd you do that in this game? It's not important. However, the player and many other students who have the potential form C's to destroy the Dark Hour and save the world. That's Persona 3. Now we only have 2 more games, so hang in there, since we are almost done. Anyway, Persona 3 is built around the idea of mortality and accepting death. So let's talk about a happier game. About death. What is it with the Persona series and the concept of death? There is a show that plays at midnight on a foggy day, titled The Midnight Channel. It is once said that whoever appears on this channel is your soulmate. But a group of students learn the truth. Whoever appears on this channel will die. It is up to them, with their power to navigate a world within a TV, to reach out to the truth and stop a killer. Gameplay is vastly similar to Persona 3, with some slight differences. During the day is when you can go out, but you cannot leave at night if your guardian is home. During the day, and sometimes at night, you can hang out with friends to build social links. But the best change? When you hang out with a girl, you will have the option to enter a relationship. Now, no more anxiety, now you can just hang out with as many people as you want. Hallelujah! So, other than that, that's Persona 4. Fusion's the same, SP is the same, battle's the same, and the way to explore dungeons is vastly similar, so let's stop talking about stopping a criminal and become one. Yay! Persona 5, the most recent game in the series. I actually got into the series from Persona 5, so there may be a little bit more detail here since I've played like 5 times. 5 times? Damn. I've wasted my life.
This sucks.
Well, the player is accused of a crime he didn't commit, and given a criminal record. He must now live in Tokyo for a year as a normal student, or he would be sent to jail. Sadly, fate doesn't want him to be normal. After being given an app on his phone by Igor, he travels to the metaverse. No, not this one. Never this one. But anyway, you are able to travel the metaverse in an attempt to reform society, along with your friends. Together, you are the Fam Thieves of Hearts, a group which is determined to stop corrupt adults.
I'll reveal your true form.
The gameplay is vastly different when compared to the rest of the series. Combat's the same, except it added 2 new abilities: technical attacks and baton passes. After hitting a weak point on an enemy, you can trigger a baton pass to give your turn to an ally. This can be great for ending battles in a single turn. Meanwhile, technical attacks happen in conjunction with status conditions. For example, if you burn an enemy and use a wind attack, that will do extra damage, at the cost of the burn disappearing. During the day, you can hang out with your friends to boost confidence, go to places to boost stats, or enter the metaverse to explore either palaces to advance the story, or mementos for side quests. Now, there is an added bonus to completing confidence. Every level will add a new ability to you whenever you explore the metaverse. For example, the ability to change out your party while in battle is available through one of these. And those are the 6 main Persona games. There is so much I didn't cover, such as the spin-offs, but if I get 150 subscribers, I may make a part 2. Now, you might be wondering, why 150? My rival has just reached around 100 subscribers, and he's only posted 4 videos. Or now 5 by the time this goes up. I have posted over 80. So please like and subscribe so I can defeat Codex in a matter of wits and battle and stuff. And yeah, I don't just have historical videos like this. I have gaming and lore, so I think it'd be great if you subscribe because it shows that you enjoyed this video. But anyway, that's all for this time. Hero out.